before I gave birth, I was reading so much about different bottles. I just noticed with the baby industry, there's millions of choices for every item, and it was a little overwhelming, but it was helpful to have feedback from other moms. So as if you're a new mom or soon to be new mom, if you have any questions, let me know. I feel like I've learned a lot from all this research and then actually applying the knowledge that I've gained. But nipples vary a lot between different bottle brands. And you won't really know which one your baby needs until they're here. So fortunately for us, I don't feel like our baby has had nipple confusion between my breast and any of the brands we've tried, and that is just because he's like a fiend when it comes to eating.
Always hungry.
He's just always hungry, so he doesn't care where or who the source is. He'll just latch and eat. But I've heard from different moms that's not always the case. So Amazon, they have a nice variety of different brands. We have Comotomo, the Evenflo glass bottle, and then the Lansinoh. So as you can see, they're all different nipple shapes. From what I've researched, Comotomo is very popular, I feel like, for the style, and it's a nice squeezable silicone material, and it's obviously just very aesthetic. But the nipple itself was not one of the ones that was recommended that mimics a real nipple. Our baby doesn't have issues latching on, and what I actually like the most is that the area, the circumference is very wide. So we've had to use formula recently because our baby has prolonged jaundice, so formula is one of the treatments. And I like that you can scoop the formula in here without it spilling and creating a mess. So I feel like it's the widest circumference of all the bottles we've had, so I find myself actually reaching the most for this. But if your baby for some reason doesn't like that nipple, something to keep in mind, it's not actually one of the, from what I've read, not the most recommended based on that shape. But if your baby doesn't have any trouble latching, it's worth getting because I really like the area.
It's also easy to clean.
Yeah, because you don't need one of those bottle brushes necessarily because it's a really wide circumference. Glass bottles, so you wanted glass.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to, was there a reason you wanted glass?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I kind of buy into the whole, like, less plastic the better. There's been kind of like a movement outside of the baby industry where, you know, people say, don't use the microwave with plastic. The plastic, even though it might be BPA free, it will still kind of like degrade and leach into your food. So anytime you can go glass or stainless steel, it's probably for the better, right? You want to stay away from aluminum. So for me, like, I'm a big fan of glass, Tupperware, Pyrex, and then naturally I was like, well, we should probably have some glass bottles, depending. You know,
I was nervous about dropping it, but yeah. I read the reviews and I don't know, the Amazon reviews, they kind of reassured me.
We have dropped it, and it's been fine.
Yeah.
Not that big a deal.
I feel like we've only dropped it once, and then I did have to throw it away because it did kind of chip. You just want to be safe. But I feel like we use this the second most.
Yeah, I would say it's probably tied with this one in terms of my favorite. I do think he likes the nipple the best on this one. I think it's a standard nipple. It's very common. The only thing that I don't like that much about this is it's basically when you are making formula, that inner circumference is the same as the scooper.
Yeah.
So you have to be
a little
very careful.
messy.
Yeah, you can spill a lot more on this one.
But when I do use breast milk, if I'm just pouring the milk from the pump bottle, then it's fine, it's easy.
And I like that it has a shaker cap, so that really does make it easy to shake.
If you do use formula, you just shake it, and then the cap kind of keeps everything in there.
Then the last one is this one.
So the Lansinoh, honestly, this is probably the most popular brand recommended to me for my friends, in addition to Comotomo. But Lansinoh, I feel like it's very well received by a lot of moms I've talked to. Personally, and then the nipple shape is actually, it was one of the highly recommended ones because it mimics a nipple, a human nipple. But our baby, I feel like, has a lot of drool when he uses it.
It's a lot of drool. with
It's
this one.
I don't know, the way he latches on. It doesn't really bother him, but we just noticed we have to wipe him a lot more. So honestly, the circumference of the bottle is a nice size, but just personally with our baby, it wasn't a great fit. He drank from it, like he uses it. It's just our comfort more.
Yeah, if I had to rank them, it'd probably be in this one, then this one, then that one.
Yeah,
But I mean, they all work.
But a lot of my friends, I feel like most of my friends, they like Lansinoh, but just personal preference. And you won't really know until your baby's here and you get to trial it, and maybe that will evolve too based on their needs. But for now, at 6 weeks, yeah, we go for Comotomo or the Evenflo glass bottle the most, I feel like.
I think once you know that you're gonna have to start using the bottle, just get a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
And start experimenting.
I think Dr. Brown's is the most common one from the hospital.
The anti-colic one.
Yeah, but
Really? That one's the most popular?
that brand, Dr. Brown's, yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, we don't find ourselves reaching for it the most. But Amazon, they have a nice variety of brands, which is nice. So you can add them all to your registry and then just try them all out.